So what happened last time on Echoes of Eidolon? Well, we started out with Alastair being a whiny bitch on the floor of the tavern. And Hammerfell, Silyra, and Sihnion were out going to the gladiatorial arena to recruit some of, and I say this in air quotes, friends of M, because apparently she is a saucy shit talker. Reezni was with Alastair because he's trying to placate the psycho clown.
He's doing a great job.
He was doing a great job. He gave him a hug. He made everything better. Not really. Alastair wanted to choose violence later, as we'll get to in a moment. So they made it to the arena. They met some really cool people. We had chick with like the extra arms. Oh no, it gave me like Doc Ock vibes, but like spider legs. I don't know how they were. Yeah, they were just like legs.
Too many legs.
That was cool. She was dope. Psionic Dragon Man. The dude that's just the sister from Black Panther in the first movie with the like gauntlets. Alchemist chick who was fun. Had a haste potion bomb thing.
Mm-hmm.
An unofficial but now pseudo-official lightning lad.
And an armadillo.
I was getting there.
Oh.
You know what? No, you do the recap. You go.
No, I'm shutting up. I'm doing my makeup.
And then we had Armadillo Man, who I guess armadillos. So they managed to talk to them, and they find out that M called them like cheats, I guess, because she's too dumb to invest in weapons or machinery, and she's petty about it. And she was like, "That was a long time ago," and they were like, "That was last week." She's like, "Well," but it's around this point, as they're talking and debating about why they should join, they get him to join. I think Hammerfell rolled persuasion. Was it persuasion he rolled? Hammerfell rolled something and got them to be like, fine, sure, cool. Plus they wanted the adamantine ingot, which we owe them, so I have to make sure that we pay them. Alastair and Reezni show up, and Alastair proceeds to be a problem because he wanted to be a problem because he felt like he deserved to be a problem. Which is not the right time to do this, but he was. Him and Hammerfell got into it. He almost foiled the gladiators joining us by saying shit, talking shit, and starting problems. He totally dogged Silyra in her head, by the way. That was super mean of him. Then they went about their day. They went to the weird hole, or well, not the weird hole, but around the weird hole, to go down to deal with Brainy the Mind Flayer, R.I.P., and while Extra Arm Woman proceeded to like hack her way through it because she's a badass, Alastair once again decided to choose violence because he hadn't had enough violence today. So he proceeded to go off the deep end on Hammerfell because he needed someone to attack with all of his frustration. And Silyra got pissed off, as she rightfully should have, by the two adult men screaming at each other during the crises and walked away to plan a plan. They had a back and forth for an upsettingly long amount of time at each other. Silyra came back to the discussion. They were still fighting, but they came to an agreement to drop the bitch fit because they both agreed that in the end they both want to keep the people safe and that they both were prioritizing Silyra's safety for her duty to Athendale. She does not know that though, because that was just between them when they walked back over there to her and the others. They then went over, regrouped. They explained that Silyra had some kind of plan that I don't think we ever had actually explained or happened, because we just kind of went in there, which, you know, chick managed to hack us down there. We got down there. She was a woman, right? She was one of the two that was confirmed to be a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so. It's like in my brain, I'm like, I keep thinking she's one of the two women, but I wanted to clarify that I'm not just aggressively misgendering Dr. Octopus. And our brain guy is like, hey, are those the bodies? And we're like, it's a partial payment. Because we couldn't get them all at once, but you said we had all day, so here's the first group. They're all able-bodied. We think you'll enjoy that. Alfred wasn't entirely lying, because he was totally like, I mean, worst-case scenario, this is like a down payment of like 8 people. So, you know.
9 if we're doing Hammerfell.
No, the 8 includes M and Hammerfell.
Oh, okay.
We go down, and we make it to the next floor, and someone manages to identify that we can get into the body structure somehow. Who was that did that? I thought that was one. Wasn't that one of the artificers?
Mm-hmm.
Managed to figure that out because we did not have the knowledge to do it. And Spider Brain Alastair decided to literally climb in there and start eating wires. That did something. We broke it.
He's doing a little dance.
Yeah. Thank God Reezni got him, or else he was going to stay in there till his polymorph ended. Because he was just one-track spider mind. But so we did that. We broke that down. We made it to the downstairs. And we just kind of said, fuck it, and opened the door. And the fight opened up terribly. Oh, so bad. Lightning guy ran in, like missed a spell, and then got heart stopped. It's like, well, this is going terribly. We all then ran in like crazy and stuff, and then because my weapon is dumb and can go through walls, Alastair attacked the Elder Brain behind cover and crit it, which I assume it was the crit that stunned him and his entire, well, incapacitated him and his entire like little militia. And at that point, it became just like an axe-kicking fest for the party. He would have died the next turn, but someone got dominated. I'm not going to say who it was. But someone got dominated and might have stabbed one of our allies like twice. Oh, and Sihnion.
Sihnion is not one of our allies. He's just here.
Sihnion is my sweet little puppet, and I will commit war crimes for him, just like his father would.
Haven't we already committed a few war crimes?
Literally, Silyra's existence is a war crime. We managed to beat the Elder Brain.
That's cool.
Which sucks, because I totally wanted to, like, ask it where Sai's dad was, but we'll figure that out on our own, I guess. He's totally not a pile of jello somewhere after his brain broke. He'll be fine. And then
we broke your dad.
We ended with... I forget how we actually literally ended, but I know that I said Alastair was clapping.
The battle just ended.
Yeah, said the gladiators, I think, were like, hurrah. Oh, and the one dude was looking for Alastair that just, cut him open like twice. That he didn't seem happy about that. And Silyra has 2 levels of exhaustion. Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
No.
Not literally, but God, she feels like she should.
Yeah, she's having some floor time right now.
Did I miss anything? And Francis was there.
We leveled up.
We did, actually.
Leveling up isn't a narrative beat.
It is for me.
Mitch is here to level up.
Speaking of which, I need to alter my name in the other server. But did I miss anything, Isaac?
I don't believe so.
I think throw a recap if we're forgiven. Meme or not.
Then we return as you all are recovering from the battle mentally, physically, emotionally, as the creatures once living, the body's not even completely torn. The body would still be functioning if there was something left to control it. As looking about the room, kind of afraid to move, that fear that something may spring back up. They stay down, and you hear the heavy breaths of everyone within here, this stone chamber, as you stand within the now peaceful room.
Just for good measure, because I don't trust anything in this planet ever. I don't care what response they are. If their bodies are still intact, we're gonna Viva la France some heads, some coup de grace to make sure they don't get back up.
All right.
Alastair is shing, shing, shing.
I mean, if you're gonna start doing that, you'd rather have dust or leftovers.
You'll hear telepathically. I mean, this is stress relieving, but yeah, that's more efficient.
Okay, have fun.
He returns always. There's only like 5 bodies to cut, so it's not going to take him that long. But he's doing that while everyone's breathing. Speaking of which, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I cut you. Never mind. We're freaking out because we hurt Sihnion. We hit a friend.
Fine.
But I cut you.
I'm fine.
Where's Silyra?
over there, laying on the floor.
What?
Are you okay?
Yes.
Do you need help getting up?
No.
You want to just be left alone?
Tend to Sihnion, I'm fine.
Okay. He's focusing back onto looking at the little cut. Little cut. It's so I'm so sorry. I wasn't in my right mind, literally. That was weird, by the way. It could do that? Why didn't it do that the first time?
I mean,
Why didn't it open with that?
I figured it probably wanted us to be on good terms, perhaps.
Yeah, but like, it could do that and like sleeper agent. That could have been so smart. I could have like started killing you guys in your sleep.
Well, I'm glad it didn't.
That's poor planning.
Anyway,
No.
Sihnion aims the gun at the big brain and just about to dust the body.
Wait, hold on. That thing might have some uses.
Huh.
What? People use monster parts for other things. I mean, what can a giant, powerfully psionic super... I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, but it's kind of like dried out right now. So
Yeah? Isn't jerky just dried out meat? It still has a use. Plus, I'm curious what it's in. I think researching what it is in more detail could prove useful.
maybe.
Then I realized we have to move it. That's too much energy. Dust it.
Well, I mean, they can always come down here and research it or whatever.
I mean, I think it's worth going, but we also don't want the wrong person to learn any terrible things.
Fair.
Are all of you alive? Did anyone die? Alistair thaumaturgies to the room.
They all say, yeah. Terraso says, yeah. It's not looking the best.
We'll move to whoever it is that's injured.
Alright.
Hammerfell puts the ingots in the pool after recovering from the mind blast after a minute.
Wait, I thought he was going to give the ingots to the...
He gives 12 of them to them, yeah.
Yeah. He's doing the thing for Bjorn.
Oh! Okay. Anyway, who is it that's really messed up?
The would-be lightning lad. Terrasu.
This is the best Alistair can do, but he'll do it. No.
Also force necrotic damage. Okay.
Turn off.
Alright, he's down.
He heals for a total of 1 hit point. Net total of 1.
Total of 1. But yeah, he gets 18 healing because Alistair can't roll with a crab and only has his healing word. I rolled a 1, 2, a 3, and a 4. I love that.
Not in order though. So.
Thank you.
Sorry. Normally I could do more. It's the best I can do right now. It'll offer to help him up if he's like still on the ground. So I don't know if he had a round to get up. Did he?
No, he's up.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. Just making sure. Like, did he have a round to stand up? Who was the one that I cut?
That was Gario, who is this individual over here, who seems
We're on
fine
the
for the most part.
we're on the city map.
Oh well, he's the
He was the fist guy, right?
Individual, yes.
Yeah. I remember them by their weapons that they had. Sorry about that, by the way.
He just kind of nods in your direction. Seems to be discussing with the drow lady within the group.
So what are your guys' plans now?
The woman turns around. Same old, same old.
I don't know what that means.
It means they're going to go about their day the same as they were before.
No, I didn't mean I didn't mean literally the phrase. I meant like, what is your same old, same old?
Fighting in the arena.
Does it pay well?
It pays well enough, but unfortunately we are full.
How do you become unfull?
They return to talking amongst themselves.
What? He was like, can I tag in for a week? Oh, did they think I meant I was going to kill one of them?
Probably.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't normally.
Well, what do we want to do?
We are going home.
No, we have to find Simon's dad.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I remembered your dad and you didn't?
Listen, there's a whole lot going on right now.
That's fair. I was going to ask the brain where he was before we killed it, but, well.
Those who pay attention, by the way, will see that the ingots that are placed within the brine pool shift from the dark, almost black coloration of ingot to a very saturated maroon coloration.
Ooh,
Ooh.
shiny.
Shiny.
What might that be?
That's what Hammerfell's doing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I assume he just did some religious things. There's no more use to whatever was in that pool.
Mm.
But it's probably for the best. It's it looks pretty evil.
Reezni will look in the pool to see if there's anything else in the pool.
It is not exactly a religious thing. It is more of a curing of the metal.
Oh.
What does that mean?
It is a treatment of some sort. I'm unsure.
Mm. Reezni will look in the pool to see if there's anything else in the pool other than the brain and the ingots.
There does not appear to be no.
Oh. Okay. Well. Alright, what's your dad's name?
Indicus.
So we know what he looks like. We know his name. That's enough to cast a spell on him, right?
Yeah. If it is. Not sure if you met him or need to meet him or whatever.
Do the dreams count?
Shrugs.
It worked for Samson's mom.
Why not?
Do I know what you look like? I know what your name is. And I mean, I know something about him. Let's give it a shot. Sending. Hey, my name is Alastair. I'm Sihnyon's friend. We just killed your evil brain boss. Can you tell me where you are at, please? Thanks.
Is that 25 exactly?
25 exactly. Alastair never wastes a word with sending.
Meanwhile, Sinyon's just you send Sinion to sending, and he just sends you the basically message of red.
You remember their RP where they were using sending back and forth, and Alastair kept track of, you wasted 47 words between all of your spell slots. Inefficient. And that's what we'll send.
Alright. A moment passes.
Just like, do I need to roll a d20? Scream.
We hear back. Well, sorry if this is a friend of Sinion's, but I'm afraid I'm not in the business of revealing myself to just anyone who claims to be.
We need again.
Alastair's like, honestly, with my line of work, I totally understand that. Can you cast this spell to talk to him?
You get a response back?
Sure.
I don't have spell casting, no.
Oh. Your dad can't cast spells. That sucks, Sihnion.
I mean, yeah, he's not a magician or whatever.
Yeah, but I thought
He's a tinkerer. He's not. It's not really into artifice, more just mechanics.
he's not dead. Spoiler.
It's good to know.
But he won't tell me where he is because I'm not you, which is fair. Can you cast sending?
Nope.
Fine.
I mean, if anything, we can just try to find him.
No, Alistair's like, I have another option. Assuming the brain doesn't get in the way. And also, that means he's talking. So, he's functional. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's good news. And the brain said he's somewhere in a big building upstairs.
I mean, yeah, I figured he's in the donut somewhere. That's where his office might be.
So, assuming we can see that, we can just, dimension door in there.
Sure.
100 feet up, say 110. That should put us inside.
I mean, we're still, several hundred feet below the ground, right? Aren't we?
Yeah, no shit. Mitch / Sihnion. Alistair's aware. He's saying when we go outside.
Mm.
He's
Yeah, I mean,
fully looking
sure.
into it. Okay, are we good to go now? Is everyone okay? Silyra, are you fine now?
I am ready to go. Is he in danger?
With the attitude he has, I don't think he's in danger. He seems pretty matter-of-fact.
And we are bringing him where?
Oh no. I just told Sihnion I'd have him find his dad. Once we find him, that's up to whatever Sai wants to do with him. Wow, that sounds awful. Do with him.
Yeah, we're just talking.
He just wants to see his dad.
I am just asking if he is coming with us.
I don't think he would be. That'd be really dangerous.
Alright. She gets up.
You need help walking?
No. Thank you.
Reezy just floats along. feet inches off the ground. It's yep.
I was just gonna say, I assume you're gonna ride Francis again.
Ready to go?
Yep.
And we zoom.
We have a dad to find.
We skedaddle, skadoodle. We zoom out the noodle.
All right. Takes you guys a while to get all the way up, as per usual. But you all eventually emerge where you went down, same place. The strange vacuum tube again, having to figure it out for moments before eventually being shunted back above the surface of the streets, where immediately there are several citizens out there that kind of turn in your direction, kind of confused. And then they look at the automatons upon the floor. Seems as though they were kind of looking in that direction at first anyway, but then they look at the automatons upon the floor, look back up, and kind of begin speed walking away.
Bye.
Is there an obvious reason they're speed walking away, or is it just like besides the fact that we're clearly we've just been in a battle?
They think we broke the robots.
Oh, okay.
They might be letting someone of authority know.
Love that.
Well,
So, are you going back to the inn, Silyra?
I thought we were going to find Sinion's father.
Oh. I assumed we were. The plan I have, I only take one person with me.
Oh.
Unless you all have it.
I will go back to the inn then.
Well,
Yes, that sounds like fun. Have a good day. Goodbye. And the 6 other members begin walking back in the direction of the arena.
your guys' stuff is cool as shit.
We know. They all shout at once.
I love their attitudes. These are Alastair's favorite people he's been so far.
hey.
What?
Let me know if you get arrested.
I believe
Well-
that I will take my leave. Them and I have to, catch up with the family.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Maybe
Good to
now
know
that
we're
they
alive.
believe me, we'll be able to tell them what happened.
Yes, of course. I will definitely vouch for you. You are
Alright.
quite valiant in battle. You need some training, but
Well, okay.
Badass.
I don't need weapon training, but maybe some other kind. Are we going back on your flying pony?
he is a Pegasus.
Oh, sorry.
He's a pony!
You
He
seem
is a
fairly
Pegasus.
adamant about that. Alright. Thanks for not killing 30 people. And she'll get on top of Francis with Hammerfell.
Yes, we will.
You're welcome.
Yes. I will meet with you all later.
Of course.
No?
Have fun.
Yes. Contact me should you need me. Goodbye.
Call me, beat me.
I'll do the salute.
Reach me.
Like, yes, sir.
Yeah, and he will fly out in the direction of the Hammerfell household.
Tell your
Why do
mom
you-
we say hi.
Why do you keep
Thaumaturgy.
rolling D100s, Isaac?
He's being sus.
This is the only one I rolled today.
I thought you rolled something else. Maybe that was just your D20 for the recap.
I was just seeing if he got pulled over, but he did not.
Are you able to come with us? Can you cast that spell, Sihnion? Reezni, can either of you cast Dimension Door?
I can.
Yeah. I can. Not.
Well, if you do it, then you can bring Reezni along. You guys can come with us if you don't want to go back to the tavern. I mean, whatever you feel more comfortable doing right now.
What do you want to do, Reezni?
Well, if you want to go and rest up, I can join you at the tavern.
I think we'll do that then. Good luck.
Alright. You two have a good time, and please do not get into any more trouble.
You have to be caught to be charged.
Reezy squints, then just begins to float away.
Silyra walks off with him.
I can't wait for us to have our Phineas and Ferb get the band back together episode.
Dude, we're getting the band back together.
I feel like I Ain't Got Rhythm has to be the Hammerfell song.
But yeah, as it stands now, you are within the city.
Where's the donut?
You're
We're in the
beneath
donut.
it.
No, but like how high up is it? Can we tell?
Certain points go to, I believe the highest point is only 400 feet in the air.
Okay, where's the not highest point?
Anywhere between 0 and 400 feet off the ground.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
I wonder.
I mean, if we go to the front office, and I'm sure there's a secretary or something, I can try to get there that way.
Oh, that's less fun, but fine. Is that a challenge?
No, I was saying for teleporting purposes, but
No.
He's gonna do it.
Types.
He's gonna do it.
I like that it's 201. That's such a not precise number. Alistair thinks your plan is boring, so he's gonna cast Dimension Door with you.
Sinyon's like beginning to like walk in, like go inside, and he's just like, all right, let's get there.
You're gonna get grabbed by the scruff of your neck.
Grabbed by the tail and just yoinked into a teleporting.
Interesting point. Which side of the ring?
Odds west, evens east.
You teleport into a room that appears to be, to you, Sihnion, with your half-elf eyes, you are able to sense that the room is in fact pitch dark. However, you
Alastair has tiefling eyes.
I have tiefling eyes.
Do you have devil sight?
I did change it. But I don't want to change it too. Hold on.
Does Sihnion have
If both of you have devil sight, then you have no idea if it's dark or not.
No, I don't think he does.
I changed Devil Sight to Eldritch Sight.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
I had Devil Sight originally.
Then you can also tell that it is in fact pitch dark in the room. There's currently not a light within here. However, looking around, it appears to be a workshop of some kind. There are many machinist tables whereupon differing bits of trinkets and almost tinker toys are being worked upon in this particular part of the building. It seems rather rough and tumble, and seems to be done by amateurs. I'll say that Sihnion, you know well enough to think that this could possibly be a like teaching area for this kind of tinkering job. It is less so a production area than a point of education.
I don't know if you know this, Sihnion, but I can't see shit right now.
Huh? What do you mean? It's just dark.
It's dark.
Do you not see in the dark?
No, but it's not like you can't see details and stuff. It's not as colorful. Oh, wait, you can't see color anyway. Never mind.
Sihnion just gives like a deadpan like looks
that whole bit
look at the
for
corner
a
of the
dick?
eyes. Huh?
Everything is dark vision to Sihnion.
Everything is dark vision to Sihnion.
Well, because we're a problem, we're going to use prestidigitation to make a shower of sparks for light. Because candle makes too much sense, but sparklers are fun.
Do you not have anything to hold or whatever? I can make it glow.
Holds out his wand.
He'll boop the wand and say, "Let there be light" in Celestial, and it'll light up.
Yeah. It's important because prestidigitation does not provide light.
No, just for fun. Just for Alistair's fun. He's like, that's not as entertaining as what I was doing, but fine.
It's got like a little nimbus around the wand now.
Very nice. Yeah, so you are within this strange teaching area. You, Alastair, would know that this is 201 feet up, so likely the 20th floor.
Oh.
Well, what do we do now? Don't tell me we're just gonna keep bopping around until we bump into someone.
I mean, we went about halfway up. This is you know when people like dance in the dark with light sticks and stuff?
Uh-huh.
This is just Alice right now with the wand. He's just living. Woo! But okay, we'll calm down. I mean, I don't know. Normally when I break into places, I just kind of start going up wherever I want to go.
Well, I mean, maybe find a directory or something.
Do we see a door anywhere?
Yeah, there are a couple of doors. One of them has the image of a staircase upon it. The other one, several others seem to be closets, and then there is one that appears to be sleek, metal, and sliding.
Ooh, shiny. We want that one.
Follow along.
All right. You approach. There is no obvious doorknob or handle, but there is a button to the side of this door. There are 2 buttons. One that points upward and one that points downward.
Oh, if I don't discover elevators, I'm gonna be the biggest problem child in this place.
He's gonna do the thing in Buddy in Elf where he just like
Buddy the Elf.
it's like the Christmas lights.
He's gonna click on the button.
Which one?
The up button.
All right, you hit the up
That's where we
button.
want to go.
All right. A moment passes before
I don't think this does anything.
There's a little bit of a jingle and door opens into a small, roughly like a 7 foot by 7 foot room.
We're going in. Also, Alastair has not let go of Sihnion this whole time.
Is his tail just like wrapped around his waist or something?
Wrist.
Oh.
Follow. It's like a rope you hold on to in kindergarten. But it's
I
a person.
can't let go. Yanked into the.
We go into the small room.
All right. As you enter, there are several buttons ranging from 2B
40.
to L to 40.
We click the biggest number.
You click 40. All right. The doors
He specifies the biggest number.
close. You kind of feel like boom, like a pressure upon you, and you hear noises surrounding you as you're unsure
Light up.
exactly what is going on. The button does in fact light up.
Then we're hitting 39.
Oh boy, yeah, it also lights up.
38.
It lights up.
Don't stop. Why?
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Why should I stop? 36.
Lights up.
35.
Does Sihnion know what this is?
You do not. There
Okay,
is
so he's just having a fun time. I don't know what's going on.
when you hit 35, it like all the buttons flash, doot, doot, and then all the buttons stop, and you feel like a sudden in where you currently are.
We're at floor 35, I suppose.
You are not.
Oh, the thing stopped.
It did stop. After you hit the 6th button, there was it didn't feel like a purposeful stop.
Did I break it?
I think you broke it. Are we stuck in here now?
Can we cast mending on it?
What's broken?
He doesn't know. He's touching the panel.
I could have gone to the front desk.
Because this is more fun. It's an adventure.
You then suddenly feel as it starts moving again.
See? Spell worked. Thank you.
And the floor number 28 is lit up. And suddenly you see as the there is also a number in the front of the room near the door that is constantly changing, growing in size, and you make it to floor 28, and you see the doors open onto a completely different room. This one appears to be somewhat strange. It appears to be a almost as if it was made of stone, which seems kind of strange for the layout of this particular building. Looking about it, if you have spent any amount of time, if either of your characters have spent any amount of time in a prison or a dungeon of sorts, you would immediately recognize it as such a thing. You see in the background there is a door handle that seems to have been busted off, or a door lock that seems to have been busted off, and standing directly in front of you is one indicative stomp.
I feel like Alastair's definitely gone to jail and also definitely left jail. Thinking,
He's like, oh, this is fun. And he just
this is a weird game.
He sits in there for like 5 minutes. He sits in there for 5 minutes.
These
This is
bracelets are
boring.
a little bit tight.
Getting ready
I'm
to
bored.
enter this room, this space you both occupy, before looking first at the larger figure. I think.
Yeah, he's like 6'4", and Sihnion is like 5'2" or 5'2".
Yeah.
Oh, he's the same size as Alastair. Fun.
Looks at the larger figure.
Oh no, I don't know how tall Indicadus is.
Oh no, he's not. He's
Yeah, I
not
was saying
the
how tall
tallest
Alistair
either.
is. I was saying how tall Alistair is.
But looks at Alistair and then looks to Sihnion. As soon as the human eyes of this individual, fairly old, appearing to be either in his 50s or 60s, you see like the eyes soften slightly upon you.
Sihnion like pauses for a moment and like balls his fist up for a second before taking a step forward.
Hi.
Just walk up to him. What's up, Pops?
Well, hi. Not that this isn't a great surprise, son, but what are you doing here?
Just finished drying out a brain in below the sewers in like a big tunnel thing. And just coming to check on you. I don't remember if you remember the dream where I was supposed to be talking to you. I think it got interrupted or whatever.
No, I was contacted by somebody just a bit ago that said,
That's them.
Alistair's waving at him.
He just a thumb to Alistair over his shoulder.
I didn't think that was real. I have been having a dream. I don't know for how long, but felt like stuff was being stolen from my mind.
Well, we tried to contact you, but Brainy, when it
Brainy?
as it's been referred to, is
Trademarked.
the. Are you aware of the elder brain that was building the big giant robot in the tube
In the tube?
outside? There's like that hole.
Is he lying?
He doesn't appear to be. He seems confused. Sorry, son, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what year it is? Detect thoughts.
I mean, of course I know what year it is, son. You doing all right?
It seems you're not remembering a whole lot, so I'm just trying to be sure. Because, I mean...
It's 142.
It's 144 Pops.
Confusion starts to turn to, like, strange, like looking at both of you. Is this still a dream?
I want to know what's going on right now.
Confusion, and he is thinking of who you are and why is Sihnion here after all this time.
Give me a wisdom save, Dad.
Oh boy, that is.
He's great at those.
He's not.
Like father, like son, you are susceptible to everything I do.
11.
Cool.
Alistair wants to know what like his last. He thinks it's 142.
Mm-hmm.
What are his like last memories? But how did he end up here?
I mean, his last memories are that he had in a dreamlike state. He currently has been navigating in this dream, navigating rooms, it appears, and solving complex equations and designing things in his own mind, blueprints for stuff.
Did you happen to design a giant automaton?
He seems to have designed many of things, though it is pretty fuzzy.
Because Alistair's eyeing him pretty intensely now.
You see as he reaches for his head. Sorry, I got a bit of a headache, son.
So, it's all good.
Why don't you take it back to my place? I can make you dinner.
Sure. Sihnion actually smiles at that and will step up and give him a hug.
He will.
Alistair is hella suspicious. His hand is on his wand. He is to attack someone.
At the hug, that seems unexpected to him, but he fully embraces you back. Been a long time, son. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Telepathically, listen. Do we tell him you started a cult?
Sihnion just as he's like hugging him, he just like squints over his shoulder. Like, no, don't you dare. What did he say? Sorry.
He said, "It's been a long time, son. Everything all right?"
Yeah, just making sure everything's all right. I dabble in a bit of magic. I want to see if there's anything I can do to help you. If that's all right.
I'm accepting of anything, son.
Of course. We will do the wombo combo, dispel magic, remove curse combo.
Doesn't seem to have an effect. However, remove curse kind of like seems to almost as if something was something was moved out of place and is shifted back into place. When he says, he reaches for a mind and looks forward, like a look of kind of strenuous intent falls onto his face for a while before he shakes it off. And oh god,
You good?
I remember the dream. It's been years. I've been in that dream. He said he was gonna come after you next.
The brain?
I had to. I had to make the. I had to make the designs. I had to.
Look. Calm down. All right, Pops. He'll put his hands on. I assume he's taller than Sihnion, so he puts his hands on his shoulders.
He's like 5'6".
Yeah, he'll put his hands on his shoulders, on the side of his arms to kind of center him a bit. Yeah, he didn't. You were trying to protect me, and it's fine. It's all dealt with now. It's gone. About as gone as a dried out brain can be. And I think we broke the robot, whatever, automaton.
All right.
Watch one underground.
Did you disarm the bomb?
It's a
joke.
bomb?
That's a joke. That's a joke.
The bot.
Did you disarm the nuclear device?
Reezy just looks at the camera and just well, it's been fun.
Reezy looks at the camera. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
But he says, "I'm still sorry, son." What? Kind of looks at you, looks at Alastair. Are you? You're not an artist anymore.
Well, kinda. Leapt out of it for about a year before, or about half a year or so, before jumping back into it with a bit of help of my own. I believe I was almost put in a similar situation as you. Just a different source or whatever.
Telepathically, do we tell him about the angel that you forced into submission?
He again cuts a look over his shoulder and squints, just no.
I'll take in my corner. Fuck me, I guess.
Where's Silyra?
Who the fuck?
That's my mother. Not sure. I figured you might have known. But
no, I was still
in the dream. I see.
Wonder
Well,
if she's moved on.
You can check.
We can ask.
Oh yeah, he's got a long distance communication spell thing.
I have a
figured
couple
he
of
had something
options.
like that if he's communicating like me like this. I figured he's got something like that if he was able to communicate to me like that.
Yeah.
What did you see? At least. Well, I don't even know if it was a success. I did a full launch on the project screens.
Oh, I saw.
Made them bigger too.
Yeah, I saw. I was enthralled. Real happy for you, Pops.
And looks at you and Alastair. Looks at you in your full adventurers get up.
Yeah, he's got freaking arm. He's got studded leather armor on.
Yeah.
And a gun holstered.
Using to become something to be quite proud of too as well, son.
Yeah. Also was a bit of a author for a time in Zidane, but It's a long story.
You're an author.
It's a long story.
Alistair, telepathically, do we tell him that your books were abusing people's faith to destroy the planet?
Sihnion squints again.
I'm just clarifying. I don't want to mess up.
Are you friends? You seem to be making angry
Yeah.
eyes at him fairly often.
He's got a telepathy, so just making sure we're on the same page. And I just want to catch up on everything.
Don't want to see the story.
Yeah. We can do it at home, I suppose.
Yeah, oh. I imagine it's in quite a state. You have to forgive me if it's messy. I haven't been around there in a little bit.
Well, if it's more like y'all half the house when I was a kid, it'll be a welcome sight.
Oh. I'm not exactly sure how deep the roots of this thing were into everything here. I'm sure there's likely going to be some talk, and we may have to testify.
Of course.
But, I'm sure we can at least make it help.
He nods.
He enters into this space and presses his hand against the wall. During the view as well. Talking to the elevator.
Hold on, not to interrupt, but trial. Hold on, I had to step away for a second, and I heard that word, and now me and Alistair are both like, "What's happening?"
If we tried for whatever has occurred.
What would they try you for?
Drugs.
Well, that thing's still underneath the city. It's not going to go undiscovered forever.
Of course.
I think it's pretty explicitly going to be discovered.
Yeah. And we could be here to, say what's gone on.
Or you can just come with us. Worst case scenario. We just get you out of here.
A bit too old for that.
Nah. How old are you?
I'm gonna be entering my... Well, I guess technically, I was asleep for 2 years, so... My 66th year.
Oh, you are a human, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you are?
This is my friend Alastair.
A tiefling.
Alastair, a tiefling. Very nice.
Oh, I didn't know if you were asking me back what I was, like, genetically, or, like, who I am as a person.
Yes.
Silyra would hate that you just said that.
Who's that?
Another one of my friends. Again, long talk.
It's if you hear about all of us, you'll realize that you're probably the least likely to get in trouble in this group.
Don't remind me.
Oh, your crimes no one knows about yet, Sihnion.
Shut.
Well, I'll show you.
Alright. The Sihnion that's telepathic. Everything else he's saying out loud.
Yeah.
We're not going to rat him out to his dad about being a religious terrorist.
No.
/ almost dictator.
No.
/ cult leader. /
No.
leader.
Slash celebrity.
executioner.
No.
/ evil serial killer.
That part's a lie.
I've only dusted 12 people.
Actually, it's 13.
Did you Reezni me, I guess? Let's go. Can we just walk out of here? I mean, this looks like, no offense, a prison.
I think it was one. Not sure they know about this either.
I mean, as long as we're open about it, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
We're on our way.
And we'll head to the elevator and... Okay, guys, let's go home.
Can I invite myself for dinner? I'm hungry. And Silyra's clearly pissed. What? Bro's got like a 22 or 23 passive perception. He's aware. And insight.
Alright. At this moment, I would like to know what Reezni and Silyra are doing.
She's pretty quiet on the way back, unless he says something.
Reezni floats along. His tail is like kind of wrapped around his ankle as he floats along, a little anxious. Are you okay, Silyra?
I will be.
It's a whole lot, but I think it will be fine. To be honest, I did not like when they were yelling at each other either.
It's not about not liking it, Reezni.
Hmm?
But, yes.
What is it about then?
It's about the fact that they put an argument off for a day. And they put the city and all of our lives at risk because of that.
Mm-hmm. One had a blindly optimistic view, and one had a realistic, pessimistic point of view, and when those two diametrically opposed ideologies collide, it, ends like that.
I have no problem with debating ideologies. But there is a proper time and place, and that was not it, and certainly not in front of the people we were fighting with. They put the city at risk, they put our lives at risk, all in front of people who were also putting their lives at risk for us. Ethan made me break character. I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
I'll fucking do it again. I mean, yes, but if that conversation had not occurred, I don't think we would have been a unit at the end. I know their feelings got hurt, but
That is also a problem. I am not saying that the words didn't need to be said, but that was not the time or the place.
yes, but
And if they cannot put their differences aside for one damn day...
I'm unsure of the specifics, but I think they have not been able to see eye to eye for a long time.
I know.
She was there for it.
I have watched.
I have as well, and from what I can see, Alastair has tried really hard to be compliant.
I know he has.
And Hammerfell has done nothing but berate him for acts he assumes and has not witnessed.
So Hammerfell's behavior has also been unacceptable. But that incident was not only inappropriate, but dangerous.
I'm not saying that was good to have happened, but the end result was still a positive one.
It could very well not have been.
Of course.
And it would still have been positive if they could have put it off.
I agree.
Right before a difficult battle. In front of the people who were helping us.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of few less appropriate times for that conversation. I am not saying that it did not need to be had, but it did not need to be happening there, and it should not have happened there.
Of course.
I understand that Sir Hammerfell has been unkind to Alastair unnecessarily, and I do not think that should have happened. I know that Alastair has been trying hard, and I know that it has been difficult.
For everyone.
For everyone, certainly. But that is not an excuse to put all of our lives at risk. And the fate of this city.
Of course.
I'm not angry at you, Reezni.
I know. I would think not.
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Of course. You're, venting. And I'm here to listen.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, I think once everyone has had some time to cool off, and we regroup, Sihnion gets to meet his dad, Hammerfell reconciles with his family, and Alastair has fun with Sihnion, and both of us get a time to cool off. We will regroup and hopefully we will be better friends than we were before.
I wanted to talk to them.
It is best not to talk when angry.
I know. I could have screamed at them, I really could have.
And would that have been productive? in front of everyone else in the same situation that they were.
I know it would not have been productive. And I didn't.
Yes.
Don't you ever just want to scream, though?
I used to for the longest time, yes. Now I've kind of run out of things to scream about other than, well, brain-eating monsters in sewers. But,
That is something quite worth screaming about.
yes. different kind of screaming. But the screaming of rage is one that, I have not needed to do for a very long time. Frustration and pent-up aggression. It is, it took me a long time to get past those feelings. And eventually, you know, I did rage into the void, as it were. And all I ended up doing was tearing my larynx for a bit and damaging a small countryside. But in the end, I still felt tired, but the same way. And it was only then that I knew that there had to be a better way to deal with those emotions.
I used to be so much better at controlling them. Once I got into the habit, it was like a reflex. Just there. They stayed inside. And now...
Well, was that who you really were? Or was that a facade to keep others calm?
Well, they stayed inside until the appropriate time. Sometimes.
But, so you just bottled them up and hoped to forget them? That is not healthy. You do have to empty those bottles eventually. Your shelf will get full. As it in the metaphorical sense. But if you would like, I can try to help you empty those bottles, as it were.
What do you mean?
As more like talking about all of your frustrations and stuff that you may have had over the years.
I mean, I have talked about my frustrations. I do have friends.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think my
I'm-
ladies-in-waiting deal with all the time?
I'm glad you have had someone to deal with them over the years. I was uncertain if this was a process that needed to be done or if it has been done already.
A process.
Mm-hmm. I mean, his eyes will start like glowing a little bit, and you'll see Chris Okala peek his head out from lift the hat up and like look out from under Reezni's hat.
Hello, Chris.
I had a lot of talking with Chris and sorted some of my stuff out over the years, and then Chris quickly hides back under the hat and his eyes stop glowing.
Process. You talk about it as if it's a construction project.
You are constructing a better psyche, so it is not too far off. A new house for your brain and thoughts to sit in. One that is more comfortable than the one that was ruined by the people who took up your thoughts beforehand.
What do you mean took up my thoughts?
I only know so much, but I can make assumptions of perhaps what your father may have had done in, or what you may have thought of them, and your brother, and all of the crazy things that have been happening for the past while. That can really mess up a brain space, and it is not healthy to sit in a damaged brain space, especially ones that is potentially as prolonged as the one with your father.
Everyone has to deal with unpleasant things.
And you don't have to continue to do so, if you are able to fix it.
I do have to continue to do so if I am to continue existing. being alive.
Yes. I'm not saying to not stop being alive. It is more just getting better conditions to live in.
And Chris Okala does this.
It was more a separation of my psyche because I had no one else to talk to for years. But, so I guess you could say I'm kind of good at it.
That sounds terribly lonely, Reezni.
You know. Eventually got to be a wizard for a small village. For a bit.
Did that make you happy?
No. But being with you guys and re-meeting Alastair, that has been helpful. And has made me happy. So, I'm glad I had to rebuild and start over because now I am somewhere better.
That's good to hear.
He nods. I'm always here to listen. And I know when to not just try to provide feedback on things and to just listen, because sometimes you do not have to answer about things all the time. Sometimes the most people can do is to just be there for you.
Now that is a skill I would like to learn.
I could teach you.
What, how to listen?
Yes. I can just start talking about linguistics and be very wrong, and the more wrong I get, the harder I will see your face get red and red and as soon as you start screaming, I will just stop talking, and we'll say start over.
No. It has been years since I have been worked up that much about academia. I had a girl back at school. We debated all the time. Every time we were in a class together.
But it is just a thought if you would like. It would not be that exactly. That was more of a joke, but I'd be happy to teach you many things. I'm very smart.
You are. Well,
I'm so smart, and my brain is full of so much air that I don't have to touch the ground anymore. He says he like does little kickies, and his legs don't even touch the ground.
do you, if I may ask, do you do that just because it's more pleasant than walking, or it's not as
I like
tiring?
to. I've been grounded for too long, and prefer to be elevated instead.
It's an enacted metaphor.
Yes. Plus, it's fun. He says as he starts doing somersaults in midair.
A good
Spinning.
reminder. Like stays.
Also, it's fun. He says as he's like doing this, like spinning in like a
I
somersault
like
style.
that you were clearly demonstrating in real life, and I can't.
Yeah,
see
to take
you.
the headset. Had to take the headset off and spin it around in circles so you get the Doppler effect going.
A good thing to remember.
Of
Thank you
course.
for listening.
Anytime. I will be,
I talk a lot.
and I'm glad to listen a lot. That's what these big ears are for. He says his like ears like bob up and down.
I'll continue to the end.
Broken blade time. Get some snackies. Take a short rest.
Get some snackies indeed. Hammerfell is still with his family. So, sorry, Mitch. Mitch is working overtime tonight.
I know, right?
As we run to the other side of the city, over at the Starnamp residence, over here. You approach upon a simple wooden household. At least it appears that way. From the outside, as you can see in the backyard, there are kind of rising bits of metal that kind of come up to and onto the house and are attached in somewhat rudimentary ways. There are several stone bits that are sticking out of the wall as if bricks had to be quickly replaced upon the reinforcements of the house. And the front door has a somewhat good design. It's a rather rough painting that is a painting of the night sky. And he is kind of stammering up to it and checks his pockets and says, I don't have my keys. Tries the door, it doesn't open.
Can we see in through a window or anywhere? Or anything?
Yeah. You're within.
And we'll go to the front door.
He does that.
Quite a lot, actually.
Seems to do a lot. You open the door. As you enter in, you can see there are several trinkets lying about. Several kind of unfinished works of machina. There are... it is incredibly dusty at the moment. And as you go to open the door, you turn the lock and are able to open it easily enough to allow the other two individuals within.
We are then going to, because we're bothered by the dust. We're bothered by the dust. We don't like this. It's unnecessarily dirty. Alastair doesn't like being dirty. We are going to open the door. The first thing he'll be like is like, we need to clean in here.
Well, I'll get around to that, I'm sure.
I mean,
I
I'll
usually do every 2 to 3
that's the
months.
mood.
being in prison makes your house steady.
Yeah, this time it's not my fault.
He's getting rid of the dust, 1 cube foot at a time.
Oh, thank you. That helps a bunch. Now I don't normally have any food that lasts 2 years, but we'll check the cabinets and see what we got.
I mean, if anything, we can eat out or whatever.
That'd be good. I'd be happy to meet your friends, maybe. That is if they're still here. I don't know if they are.
I don't think so.
Don't you need money to eat out?
I got money. Also, I'm glad you're lending.
I got money.
Yeah, I figure making all you've been making is a pretty fruitful endeavor.
I should probably need to stop by the bank today in order to see if I've accrued any amount of wealth from
Your work?
my... Yeah, mostly the... I certainly hope I didn't get paid for what it did. But I'll see if I got paid for what I did.
You'll hear telepathically Sihnion. Alastair goes, do we get paid for saving him?
Squinty eyes.
I'm not saying we deserve to or I want to. I'm just saying I don't know how this works. You told me I can't steal anything anymore.
Squinty eyes.
Feel free to push anything aside. These are mostly incomplete, and I've forgotten what they were supposed to do by now.
Alastair's still cleaning. He's bothered by this. I need more hands.
Summon monkeys.
Does he do that too?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
does
does.
that too.
Alright, just making sure.
They're controllable and they'll be fine.
Alright.
Come on, boys. See this? Runs his finger along the dust. I want this off of everything.
Cleaning montage.
Let's go. You know what? No, I lie. We're not doing 2nd level. We're doing 4th level.
Oh my god.
So there's 4 of there's 4 of them now. There's a new one.
He's a displacer kitten.
Oh, and he has the cat out, but the cat's out just because he wants the cat out.
Sure, why not? Now, let me look through my cabinets here. He opens one, and immediately there's a vile smell that escapes, and he immediately just slams it closed. Probably not that.
I suggest you stop opening cabinets.
Oh wait, I got something down here. Reaches beneath the sink and pulls out what appears to be a small crate, and opens it. And within appears to be some bread, some lunch meats, and some hardtack in jerky.
I don't.
Is that a preserving?
Ow.
Yeah, I always wanted to prepare just in case, something apocalyptic were to happen.
Ah, well. Being a brains prisoner, I would think is apocalyptic enough.
His first thought was, oh yeah, like what your
Sure.
son almost did.
I think we got some cheese in here too. Been sifting through it.
Neat. Have a little picnic.
Yeah, sure. We got a table over here. Goes over to the table. Oh, it's a bit dusty. Then like 5 images fly by, and it is now spotless within the room.
Monkeys.
Right. Well, places down and starts making like ham, turkey, and cheese sandwiches, like super basic on what is, at least compared to our time today, artisan bread. So, is making it easily
good.
enough and giving making 2 sandwiches for everyone because he assumes people are pretty hungry.
Sihnion finds it nostalgic.
He kind of has to shove a bunch of machina just to the side of the table so you have a spot to eat.
Alastair was excited for the first dad we met because he wanted to have like dad cooking and bonding, and well, he died. So let's see if this one lasts. Kind of ironic. The last one we met at a dinner table.
You see him suddenly clutch for his chest. No.
I shoot Alastair for speaking this curse into existence.
If you're going to
Alistair's
kill
like,
our father,
"Oh."
kill mine.
Joke's on you.
Actually, you know
A
what?
lot of problems
Alastair-
would be solved.
Alastair, you know what? Go home. Go home, Alastair.
Okay.
You know, except for his cracked bucket.
Charisma save, yeah.
Joke's on you.
It's still DC 20, but you know, I think he passes more often than not.
Even if it's over 20, I have a higher 50% chance of making it.
Yeah, it's just funny. You know. Oh. We will do the process of taking, you know, over the course of like, you know, an hour, as it were, smile emoji.
Smile.
Going over all the misadventures and stuff that we've had.
Does that include you being a cult leader and saving an angel?
He says it in better words than being a cult leader, but yes.
Alastair is... Hold on. I have to do this. Alastair does not correct you. His own verbiage.
He explains the whole Lesep thing, and why he was fixated with the thing for over the years. So I don't think
Well,
he
that's
ever
because
knew.
he's autistic.
No. Well, maybe, but you know.
Well, maybe.
And he'll
Just a little bit.
talk about Lesep, the whole deal with them, and how he kind of understands where he was coming from to some extent with his dad. But that's over the course of a short rest.
Yes, you get a short rest.
Simon's like, hold on, I have to drag the story out for another 6 minutes. Don't ask Dad.
All right. He will be fairly silent most of the time.
You get
I'm
12.
not
You get 12 temp HP, Alistair.
nodding along.
I still have it from earlier.
So does Dad. Dad also gets 12 temp HP.
Let's go. You have tripled his hit points.
Let's go.
Oh, that means if I even like jokingly did a thing, I would have killed him. That sucks.
Don't kill him.
Don't do it. However, I get 20 because I get the big spam. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Counter spell. I don't have that spell. Stop. I cast shit
I'm
up
kidding.
there.
His AC is 28. No, I'm
Silvery
done.
barbs.
He takes a moment, takes a breath in, breathes out, stands up, goes up to a window, looks outside of it for a moment, before returning the look in your direction and saying, "Been a hell of a 2 years."
Yeah, could say that.
Yep.
Thought I was done after they vanished into the plane of fire, but you know.
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
But this is what you do now, son?
I guess. Unsure really what to do now.
Are you safe?
Think so.
Telepathically asked, do we tell him about overthrowing Athendel and committing a royal coup?
Squint.
You said you told him everything. That's part of the thing. You little shit.
Didn't tell him about.
To be fair, Sihnion was not there for that.
Yeah, he wasn't there for that.
But he's been told about it. It's been explained to him.
He's not telling that. That's someone else's business. That's not his.
Okay, just Alastair is just checking. If you keep stabbing at him, he's gonna just start saying it instead.
Yeah.
He's being polite.
He can't respond, so he squints when it's no.
What's a yes mean?
He'll nod.
Ah. Should have communicated that earlier.
But unsure really whether to go back to doing what I was doing or continue doing this.
It seems to me that, and I mean this in the kindest of ways, son, seem to be a lot better at this than what you were doing before, if just simply because, and I mean to be encouraging, son, here. There's a lot of bad blood with what you used to do before.
Of course.
And here you're helping people. You're helping yourself. And you helped me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Guess I gotta sleep on it or whatever to be sure.
Whatever you need. We got a bed here, son.
Oh, I'm sure it's well undusted.
We'll see.
Of course.
But thank you for saving me, son.
No problem, Pops.
And I'll have to properly meet and thank everyone.
Mm-hmm.
As for now, I would very much like a dreamless sleep.
Of course. Have a good night.
Is he kicking us out?
Here's well, son. You're free to stay. Though there's only one bed. There's a sofa, though. One other bed besides mine.
And there
Oh,
is
you just-
only one bed.
Then you just have to share then. It's fine.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Oh, I know. I thought there were two. Unless, no. I guess his parents did sleep together at the end.
Alastair.
All right. Well, have a good night.
So we are being kicked out. Got it.
No, we're not. We can come and go as we please.
Are we
Anyway,
leaving?
I mean, we're doing whatever. What time is it?
It's fairly early in the day. It's like 7 p.m.
Silyra's already
Your dad do be an old
gone to
man.
bed.
Yeah.
Alistair has a question.
Yes.
What do you mean you have to think on it?
Whether to keep doing this or whatnot.
You owe me an angel.
Yeah? And that's not unchanged?
Did you figure out how to give it away?
I suppose.
What do you mean you suppose? You've known this whole time?
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to do it, but if either of us find a way, why not? Kind of want it to be over with at this point.
The angel thing or the adventuring thing?
He hesitates. Not really sure. Mostly the Lesep thing. Kind of just want to wipe my hands off of it, but
What happens to your magic if you lose them?
that's another point. I'm not sure how well of an adventurer I am with just a gun and a staff,
Well, your gun does fine, being a gun and all.
and then a staff that does nothing because I can't cast spells.
I just staff. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Trust me, I didn't forget about Deal.
I wouldn't let you.
I'm aware. But so hope you didn't take any offense to that.
Why would I? It's your life.
Mm. Had enough of people make opinions about me just off of my own decisions. So
I mean, don't you form opinions based on what people do? That's just kind of how that's kind of how opinions form, Sihnion. Weren't you an author? That was meant to be a joke, but that felt meaner than it was supposed to.
it's appreciated nonetheless.
Recognizing you as an author or correcting you?
I don't know. Just tired, I suppose.
So what now? Want to go bother the others? Want to go do something? I don't know, I'm bored. I kind of want to say I'm sorry about my little bitch fit that I threw earlier today.
Oh no, you've hella validated in that.
Elaborate.
I thought Hammerfell had to stick up his ass for the longest time.
Well, that's a really mean way to put it. He just has very strong morals that sometimes
Get in the way of everything. Especially making a single decision.
What would you have done if we had to pick the other option?
You mean pick the 30 people?
Yeah. 30 people or we die.
30 people? Wouldn't feel great about it, but to get over it eventually.
I mean, is there a way to feel good about killing 30 people?
No.
I was hoping you had an answer to that question.
I don't. But,
I wonder what we're going to do now.
good question.
Well, I assume we're heading back to deal with Silyra's dad. Unless something else happens, but because this place is
Something else happens.
I mean, we still have to kill James, but that's a whole other story.
Mm.
I probably shouldn't say that. That's still Hammerfell's brother.
Well, I mean, it's not inaccurate. So.
You know he'll pull some. You can drop your weapon and reform, and Bjorn will forgive you.
And then you get stabbed in the back.
And then we'll be like, oh no, time to send your soul to the abyss. Oopsie whoopsie.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid about.
And I'll be like, oh great, now Silyra's dead again.
Again?
You know she died once.
Oh, right.
And then, he stabbed her and took her shadow and shit, which I'm glad I actually you just typed that in the chat too. Don't address that. Like, I would say if you notice she doesn't have a shadow, but you don't, well, it's you, so no, you didn't. Exactly.
So he's just like, heh.
Did you know that? Silyra has no shadow?
No.
Plus, I tried to call home for help, and they're mad at me, so that's going to be fun to deal with. But, and that asshole in my dream's coming back tonight, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Need any assistance in that? Or?
I'm just going to ask so you don't cast any more spells on me because of it.
Mm.
See how it plays out.
You sure? Even if you're tired in the morning?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Insight. I'm not making an insight check, I'll just fail.
I mean, you can go for it.
No.
Okay. So Alastair does not actually have proficiency in things like deception and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I have a -2 insights, and you have a positive charisma modifier.
I have a positive charisma score, therefore you fail.
Yes. Meanwhile, I have -2, so I just assume I fail every wisdom check.
Well, Hammerfell's with his family, and Silyra's grumpy. What's there fun to do in this town?
Mm.
Didn't you live here like 20 years?
Yeah, and it's changed a lot recently, so...
Yeah, but some things stay the same.
Mm.
I mean, I'll finally entertain myself, don't worry.
Oh no, that's dangerous.
Well, that's why I said it like that. Normally you guys panic when I say that.
Because what you find fun is a bit extreme.
Is what now? What do I find fun?
A bit extreme.
I don't find extreme things fun. Extreme things happen to be exciting.
You laugh when you cut things open with a scythe.
That's just part of the performance.
Alright. I'll believe you. But, sure, we can go find something to do.
Oh, yay! I'm sure just doesn't want to go back to a tavern again. He finds that so boring.
We'll go to a different tavern.
What's there fun to do in town, Isaac, that Sihnion might remember?
Everything's changed. Nothing's the same.
Everything sucks in Tingodron, actually. Nothing's fun.
Mm.
What is there fun?
Roll a D1. A D7.
This is a hate crime.
D7!
3!
A 3. Alright.
3
Roll me
hydras.
about the streets late at night. You eventually come across many of the buildings, of course, have a exterior that in the darkest of night is not well lit and not very inviting. However, there is this place that you come across that kind of takes your eye for a moment. You see what appears to be a large sign that is lit up by similar power used to light many of the lampposts in this city. It is lit up in blue and pink coloration, and you see a The sign there upon it written says 10-pin alley.
Is this a bowling alley?
It looks bright and colorful, so Alistair's walking towards it.
Oh, jeez.
Working towards it.
Yes, he is. He's like, look, Sihnion, look at the sign. So pretty.
Is this a thing Sihnion remembers?
It is, though it was way smaller in form when you were here.
Is this where he learned about his
In
parents'
fact,
divorce?
A sport known as bowling.
It's a bowling alley. Oh,
What could go wrong in a bowling alley?
Alistair's gonna cheat at bowling.
I don't need to cheat. I'm fucking fantastic.
Okay.
You say so.
What do we roll for bowling?
Ben just
Well,
said
first-
the bumpers up.
You enter into the space, which is brightly lit by orange coloration of lantern. Unclear once again whether it is electrical or torchlight, but they are held above. None really placed on any sconces nearby, and immediately there is an individual there who is kind of younger, it seems, younger than either of you, and says, "Well, hi, I can help you get your own alley. So, is it that's gonna be you two bowling tonight?"
It's called a lane, but
Mm-hmm.
how many can do it at the same time?
There's not really a limit. I
So
just
I mean,
need to know so I know.
Wide bowling tournament.
How is this? Alice was like, how does this game work? What are we doing? What is bowling?
I'll
So
explain-
this. Oh, do you know how to bowl?
Oh, yeah, I've done
I
it
bet I
before in
could
youth.
beat you.
I'm sure you could.
You wanna play with us?
So,
No,
Oh,
but,
I can't play during work. I'm working. I'm actually earning a pretty respectable 2 silver an hour here, so I can't lose this.
is that a lot of money?
It's pretty decent. Commoners. Huh?
What was that?
Huh?
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 I asked if your pay is good or not.
It's really good.
I'm not
Yeah.
familiar.
We'll have a lane for 2.
Right. Wipes his nose, where you could see like a extending booger has been falling out.
I'm going
Right,
to
so-
shoot him with my gun.
Is this rude to do on him? Fix the snot.
Wear my own shoes.
Oh yeah, you do need bowling shoes. Yeah.
You can't
No.
keep them, Alistair. You have to return them when you're done.
Hey, we'll show.
Alright.
They look like clown shoes.
I was gonna say they're clown shoes.
And he says it's gonna be, it's a little expensive if you're getting a lane and it's just you two. It's gonna be a gold piece.
Wait, does more people make it cheaper, or
Well, you divide it more amongst a person.
Sihnion just tosses him a gold piece.
Do you Oh, thank you. And for now, you also have to pay to rent shoes if you don't already have a pair of bowler shoes.
Alistair probably wears like size 14 or 15 shoes? Now that I think about it.
Sihion's eye like twitches when he says like, "Oh, you also not only do you pay for the lane, it doesn't include shoes."
Alistair's just
This
looking
place
excited.
is such a
like,
fucking ripoff.
do you have shoes that fit my cat?
How much are the shoes?
To rent, it'll be 2 gold for the night.
Fucking.
2
fine.
gold?
That's how
Such
they
a
get
rip-off.
you. They
Such
make you
a
pay gold
rip-off.
for the lane, and then you're like, okay, time to go bowling, and then
It's
you've
like, oh,
already
you
paid
need
for
to
the
have
lane.
shoes.
Are you
He's got
telling me-
shoes.
No refunds.
Are you
How
telling me
many
that a
people
common?
have worn these shoes before me?
Are you telling me that a commoner family in Tingadron has to save up their income for like 21 days just to go fucking bowling?
Bro, it's it's expensive to go bowling IRL.
Bowling where I am is like the cheapest thing you do. I also
It's
own
like
bowling
$10. It's
shoes
like
for
$10 for.
Well,
I
good
think
for
here
you.
it's like $10 a lane, and
I just realized
shoes.
I'm a bad example.
$10?
I used to own my own bowling shoes and bowling balls. I'm a horrible example. I like bowling.
Also, to be fair, this is cutting edge technology you're seeing here.
True.
You mean bumpers? You mean bumpers?
They got
Run
bumpers.
by half
They have,
slaves.
they have the electric scoreboards on the project screens.
Oh my god!
They
The
play
one that
the
has
funny they play the funny animations of the bowling pin getting fucked by the bowling ball.
What?
Alistair
When you get a
is going
strike.
to want to disguise himself as the bowling pin mascot. It's to turn into the bowling pin. Anyway, shoes.
I don't know if we have any that fit a feline, but I'm sure we'll have some to fit both of you. So it'll be 4 gold, or actually it'll be 8 gold total because it's 2 gold each.
The cat's not bowling.
I feel
No,
like
two-
this
like
dude
2
is
gold
just
per
trying
shoe.
To milk them.
What the
First
fuck?
shoe.
That's highway
I
robbery.
heard Ben in the background say what?
No, fuck you. I'm I'm taking my gold piece back.
No, I want to.
No, you can't. There's no refund, sir.
Oh.
The mage hand has already taken the gold piece.
He's already pocketed it. Are you trying to get it out of his?
No. I was just making a chance. Like the mage hand is already in motion. It's literally 2 gold a shoe. Oh, son of a...
We just killed so many monsters.
It's
I'm
not
just
for the
saying.
pair. Who buys 1 shoe?
Can I?
It's company policy, sir.
I want to step in and argue that this is bullshit, but Alastair isn't aware of how. He's just like, okay.
I'm gonna disintegrate a bowling alley. I don't know why they just don't say it's freaking 4 gold piece for a pair of shoes. It just hurts less.
I'm just doing my job, sir.
Wait, what if we could just give ourselves bowling shoes? Do we need to buy yours?
Yes. They need to be, because we can't guarantee the quality of your product.
But earlier you said we had our own shoes. Why are you lying?
This guy is.
Well,
a
that
scam
is if you
artist.
purchase shoes earlier from
But
us.
I do have shoes.
You can purchase shoes from us permanently and brand new for 10 gold
4.
pieces each.
If you think about it, Sihnion, if they're 10 gold for a pair, then that means if you come back here more than twice,
I'm
you get your money
buying.
back.
I'm buying 2 pairs of bowling shoes.
You're buying them?
Yes.
Alright, that'll be 40 gold.
Alastair in his head is like, if you say it's 10 gold per shoe, I will end your life.
I'm going to end you, Isaac. I'm going to shoot you. No, we're paying
I love how it's
8.
probably not priced this terribly,
Alright.
but it's just purposely fucked
You
Simon.
pay the 8 gold. Alright, do you want them clean? Because that'll be an extra 1 gold fee.
No, we don't need that.
Damn you! I'm taking the shoes. I'm taking the shoes.
You take the shoes.
I'm sorry, he gets grumpy when it's late, or when you talk to him.
And when he's
Or when
getting
he doesn't really want-
scammed.
Why don't I have prestidigitation to soil everything?
Well, good news.
I do have prestidigitation. I'm soiling everything I can.
No! Then Alastair's gonna be doing it behind you, stopping it.
Well, before you're able to do that, we're gonna go to break.
Bowling break.
I love how your response was, we can't let you get up the fund, you'll do bad things. Also, Sihnion proceeds to commit property
They're
damage.
committing highway robbery.
That was pretty funny.
They're committing
And-
bowling lane
Bowling
robbery.
shoes.
But we're paying for the experience and the friendship.
Alright, we'll be
Give
back
us
at
an
next door.
alley.
Be
Excellent,
quiet,
everyone.
Sihnion, you're upsetting my cat.
See you guys all in a bit.